Yeah, it's been one of those days where everything's wearing on me. And I'm trying, I just got up here and got my weed, so I'm calming down. Even that was a difficult thing, though, today, because, I always get the same thing. $8 pop. Easy. It's not the cheapest, because that's the $5 shake. It's not the most expensive. So we're just in the middle. So today I go in, and I look, and they've just restocked. The things are all full. So I look down, I see the $8 pop, and I say, just 1 gram of $8 pop. She looks directly at me and says, "Oh, we don't have that." I look down at the full mason jar with the sticker on it that says $8 pop, and I'm like, "Are you sure?" Because it's right there. What? I imagine if you work as a bud tender, you just get stoned and don't think much. Maybe she needs a coffee. I don't know. So, people tell me, well, you're never going to feel better if you just keep dwelling on things, if you don't let it go. I try to let it go. It's hard to let it go when it's still being denied by my family. And that's the thing. People are saying, well, it's strangers online. There's nothing you can do to change the mind of strangers online. But they're not strangers. Because my family is a large part of it. Aunt Kathy's Storytime is my blood aunt. That's not a stranger. That's not a random person who doesn't know the situation and is making things up to hurt a random person because they can. That's legitimately my blood aunt who has... her videos have made my life hell because people believe her. And they attack me for her lies. And I've been dealing with that for a long time. Not to mention, when I actually listen to her videos, I deal with traumatic shit because her voice, I swear to God, it's like her voice hits my brain on a traumatic level, and just hearing it makes me shift into a different mode where I can no longer even, think clearly about what she's saying because everything automatically feels like an attack on me. You can't talk, you can't reason with somebody when they're speaking on a different level from you. And not a different level emotionally, not a different level intelligently, a different spectrum almost. Y'all know how some days you wake up and everything just annoys you. Things you like are aggravating, and it's like everything is just too much, too high, too low, too hot, too cold, too everything. Everything just needs to take a break because it's too everything, right? That's what it is whenever I hear my aunt's voice. Her voice instantly swips on that flitch of everything is just too much. Everything she's saying is wrong because she's just trying to hurt me. And she said herself she's never going to say anything on her channel that will validate me. So that tells you right there exactly what kind of a family member she is. Because most family members, they don't fight so hard to keep their family members invalidated. That's not something that most people would do. And I'm assuming that's why the interviews from my sisters didn't wind up on her channel the way that she said they would. I had been told, your sisters are going to be on Kathy's channel, they're going to be on Kathy's channel, but my sisters have nothing nice to say about my grandmother. And I know that Kathy is not going to let people go on her channel talking disparagingly about her mother. I know for a fact that my sisters are not going to talk sweetly about my grandmother because they never liked her. Ever. It was a feud because she took me in and she didn't take them. Jennifer only ever called her a bitch. Nikki asked to go over to her house once in a while, but then she didn't want to stay the weekend because she missed Mama and had to get back to Mama. And Meemaw wouldn't take her over there again because you just want to go back home. And it's an 1.5-hour drive. We're not doing it. If you want to come, you have to stay the whole weekend, or you have to stay here. Well, she wouldn't stay the whole weekend. She wanted her Mama. So she got banned from going to Meemaw's. Jennifer got banned when she was 5 years old because she lied to her. She went out of the gate. Mimo told her not to go out of the gate. She watched her go out of the gate. When she came back, she asked her where she went. She said she was in the yard. Mimo said, "You're lying to me. You're never coming back to my house." And she didn't. And from then on, Jennifer only ever called her that bitch. And Mimo only ever called Jennifer a lying heifer. That's the way it was. So, if the lying heifer is going to go on Kathy's channel talking about that bitch, Kathy's not going to put it on her channel. Surprise, surprise. Anyways, heading to the subway so I can get home. Once I get home, I'm going to do a movie reaction. I have downloaded a movie titled Home. It's got Kathy Bates in it, which is why I downloaded it. I know nothing else about it except that it's the newest Kathy Bates movie, and I'm in. So I will be doing a reaction to that later tonight.